Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and today's class is an express 30-minute Vinyasa flow class to boost circulation and energize you. It's a steady, repetitive flow without any long holds, and we move through a series of lunges, twists and fluid spinal waves as a way to refresh and energize your body in a short space of time. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste. And begin your practice in Child's Pose, taking the knees just a little wider than your hips, bringing your buttocks onto your heels and reaching forward through your torso and your arms. Spreading your fingers to their end range and bowing in toward the floor. Gently closing down the eyes and landing here with an audible exhale. And then begin to attune your awareness to your breath, minimizing the distractions around you, and just coming into your body, into your breath, allowing yourself to slow down and pause before you start to move. Cultivating an ujjayi breath, breathing with sound. And we'll begin to move. As you breathe in, glide up onto all fours and gently arch the spine, sending the gaze up, tailbone up. And as you breathe out, gently round the spine. We'll do 2 more rounds just like that. Breathing in the length of your spine all the way up to your neck and your throat as you arch. Exhale to round, gently tucking the tailbone, moving through your mid and upper back as you round. 1 more round in each direction, just moving at a nice unhurried pace. As you feel yourself breathe out, round the spine and drift the hips back toward your heels, Child's Pose. Keep the fingers spread, hands planted, all fours as you breathe in. 1 round of cat and cow, arching the spine and rounding the spine. Neutral spine as you breathe in. Tucking your toes, preparing for downward dog, lift the knees, send the hips up high, downward facing dog, and lower your heels, heavy, any amount toward the floor. And then as you breathe in, raise the heels, coming right up onto the tippy toes, keeping the legs as straight as you can. Exhale, lower the heels. Twice more, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower the heels. With your breath, keeping the hands planted, arms strong and straight. Exhale, lower the heels. Shift back onto all fours, tabletop as you breathe out. And then take your buttocks to your heels, return to your Child's Pose. Arms extending forward, fingers spread. As you breathe in, move up onto all fours. 1 round cat and cow, arching the spine. Just breathing some space into the spine, rounding the spine. Neutral spine as you breathe in. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog, heels heavy. Inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, lower the heels toward the floor. As you breathe in, shift forward to a high push-up, and we'll pause here for 3 breaths. Reach back through your heels, engage through the front of your body, thighs, abdominals, and then broaden and open your chest, sending your heart forward. Lift the hips up and back and return to your downward facing dog, and we'll reverse through our flow. As you breathe out, down onto all fours. Untuck your toes, buttocks to the heels, Child's Pose. And we'll keep it rolling. All fours as you breathe in. 1 round cat and cow, gently arching. Exhale, rounding, spreading the shoulder blades wide in your upper back. Flat back as you breathe in. Tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Heels heavy, and then rise up onto the tippy toes, lifting the heels. Exhale, lower the heels. Shift forward to your high push-up as you breathe in. And then balancing on your left hand, turn your heels to the left and come into a side arm balance. Right hand swims up toward the ceiling, reaching to the edge of your fingers. Left side waist lifts, holding for 2 more breaths. Try and get your body in one straight line, tailbone toward the heels. Send your right arm overhead, eyes down, back to plank pose. Breathe in. Over to your right side, balancing on your right hand. Shift the heels to your right, left arm to the sky. Keeping the energy tracking all the way up your left arm to the edge of your fingers. Right side waist lifting up in space. Left arm overhead. Eyes down, hands down. Downward facing dog. All fours. Untuck the toes, breathe out, child's pose. Gliding up onto all fours, breathe in, 1 round, cat and cow, gently arching the spine. Rounding the spine as you breathe out. Flat back, look forward, breathe in. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog as you breathe out. Lift the heels, breathe in. Lower the heels, legs straight and strong. Ripple forward, high push-up, breathe in. Balance on your left hand, heels to the left, side arm plank. 1 breath here as you breathe out, right arm overhead. Eyes down, back to plank. Balance on your right hand, transfer your heels to the right, left hand to the sky. As you breathe out, left arm overhead. Eyes down, back to plank. Land the hand, knees down here, plank pose, drawing the hip points together, midsection engaged. 3 low push-ups. Lower to a hover, just bringing your shoulders no lower than your elbows. Push back up, high push-up. Nice firm belly, chest open, low push-up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, keeping the hands, shoulders strong. And exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly to set up for Locust Pose. Arms alongside your body now. Fingers point back, palms down. Raise the legs. Lift the chest. And stretch back through your fingers. Hold for 3 breaths here. Keep feeling your breath. Nice uniform arch through your spine. Back of your neck neutral. Chin lightly nodding in. And breathe out. Hands by your ribs. Push back up, all fours. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Knees to the floor, tabletop position. Untuck your toes and return to your child's pose. And we'll roll out the wrists and loosen out through our shoulders after that upper body work. Just sliding the hands back toward you, bringing your hands into prayer and your torso upright, kneeling at the back of your mat. And then from here, with your hands pressing together, just roll the fingers forward, roll onto the back of your hands, and just roll your wrists twice more. And then roll back, fingers back toward you, keeping the hands in touch. Next breath in, send the arms out wide, expand across your chest, bringing your inner elbows, palms back. And take eagle arms from here, wrapping your right arm on top of your left arm. And either touching the palms together here if it's available for you, or just simply holding opposite shoulders. Letting the elbows cross, your shoulder blades broaden in your upper back. Drawing the elbows forward. Softening your gaze, your expression. Float the arms out wide once more. Open the chest, lift your heart. Re-wrap the arms as you breathe out. Left arm on top, right arm under. Just pause and breathe, feeling the warmth in your shoulders. Open the arms out wide, expand across your chest, and then take the arms up overhead. Same time, lift the hips above your knees so you stretch tall. And then eyes down, hands down, return to your tabletop position. To transition, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. We're just here for a beat. Light bend in the knees, look forward, and walk yourself forward to the top edge of your mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart, slightly angling your heels out. And when you arrive, slide your hands all the way up your shins, come up to a flat back, straightening through the legs. And as you exhale, soft bend in the knees, forward fold. Let the crown of your head bow down toward the floor. On your inhale, rise all the way to stand, reach tall, stand tall. And as you exhale, settle your hands to your heart center. Pause. Knot the shoulders away from your ears. Feel your tailbone lengthening down toward your heels. Legs engaged. Feeling of even pressure through all four corners of your feet. And we'll continue to flow. 2 half forward folds here, arms overhead. As you breathe in, gaze up to the tip of your thumbs. As you exhale, hands through your heart center, folding forward, Uttanasana, your forward fold. Inhale, rising up halfway, looking forward. As you exhale, full breath out, forward fold. Arms overhead, breathe in, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Another round just like that. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, send your heart forward. Exhale, fold in. Root down through your feet, rise to stand, breathe in. And breathe out, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Exhale, fingertips down, lunge your right leg back to low lunge, keeping your right toes tucked. Arms reach up alongside your ears. And lightly lean the hips forward on your out breath. Breathe in, reach up tall, keeping your belly lightly engaged. As you breathe out, swim your arms back, your torso forward, and raise your right knee, arrowhead. Pause for an extra breath, really stretching the crown of your head forward, your right heel back. And then lower your right knee softly down to the floor, return to your low lunge. Lift and open through your chest. As you exhale, fingertips down to frame your left foot, stepping forward, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, your halfway lift. Stay low here, we'll do the other side, stepping your left foot back for low lunge. Left toes stay tucked, left knee to the floor. Arms reach up on your in-breath. Stay for your out-breath, lightly lean the hips forward. Reach the arms on your in-breath, get a little taller in your torso. And then swim the arms back, your torso forward. Raise the left knee, reach back through your left heel. Return to your low lunge as you breathe in, left knee to the floor, arms reach up. And then hands to the floor, frame your right foot, stepping quietly back, downward facing dog. Taking a Vinyasa, rippling forward to your high push-up. You can lower your knees here if it helps. Low push-up to the floor. Locust Pose on your inhale, arms alongside your body, lifting up, light arch through the spine. Exhale, hands by your ribs, push back up, all fours. Downward facing dog on your out breath. And taking 3 full breaths in and out. Allow yourself to reset, settle the gaze. Feel your arms and legs engaged equally, spreading the effort through your body. Take a deep breath in, look forward between the hands, end of your exhale, bend the knees, and lightly step forward to the top edge of your mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart. When you arrive, a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Nice unhurried movement. Arms sweep up and overhead, breathe in. Exhale, Tadasana, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, looking forward. Exhale, fingertips down, right leg lunging back, right knee to the floor. Keep your right toes tucked. Reach the arms, breathe in. Arrowhead as you breathe out, arms sweep back, torso forward, right knee lifts. A nice slow transition here, make your way into a high lunge. Keep the right knee lifted, torso comes forward and upright, arms reach up. And just pause here. Arrange your feet hip distance apart, left foot in the left lane, right foot in the right lane, and just experiment with a light bend in the right knee to bring the pelvis into a neutral space. Lifting the front of the hip points up, and just finding your balance, your center. As you reach up, breathe in, press the palms. Exhale, hands to your heart center. We're taking a twist here, taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, reverse prayer twist, right elbow to the outside of your left knee. If that doesn't quite work for your body, just drop the right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. Bring the arms into a T shape. And just pause and hold. If you're in reverse prayer twist, aiming to just spiral your sternum toward your thumbs, drawing the left shoulder, left collarbone back in space. Keeping your breath steady, breathing into the space in your torso where you have room, toward the ribs and your armpits. Nice and careful now, return to your high lunge, keeping the belly nice and firm, reach the arms up. We'll transition into Warrior Two. Go ahead, land your right heel, open wide through the arms, level with the floor, and track your left knee, left toes at 12 o'clock. Lunge just deep enough so you can feel that inner thigh stretch from your pelvis toward your knees. Right leg stays very engaged, eyes steady. And then push down through both feet, reach the arms, come into a 5-point star, straightening both legs. And then return to your Warrior Two, perhaps lunging a little deeper. Lower body working, upper body lifting, expanding. Keep the legs where they are now. Inhale, reverse your warrior and drop your gaze down to your right foot. And as you exhale, windmill both hands to the floor, stepping quietly back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, ripple forward to a high push-up, and then lower slow to the floor to set up for your locust. Sweep the arms alongside your body, gently lift your chest, lift the legs, point the toes back. As you exhale, hands by your ribs, push back up, all fours, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, just here for a beat. Stretch back into the heels, eyes forward as you breathe in. Light bend in the knees, go ahead, step or lightly hop forward, top edge of your mat. Set the feet up hip distance apart, Ardha Uttanasana as you breathe in, and forward fold, breathe out. Rise on your in-breath. Hands to your heart on your out-breath. Second side, arms overhead, breathe in. Full breath out, empty the lungs, forward fold. Inhale, collarbones wide, heart forward, halfway lift. Fingertips down, lunge your left foot back for low lunge. Left toes stay tucked, left knee to the floor. Reach the arms, breathe in. Just moving with your breath. Arms back, arrow ahead. Left knee lifts, torso forward. Transition slow to your high lunge. Maintain your balance, reach the arms. Pause here, find your balance, your center. See if you can soften the shoulders a little bit more. So you find that soft energy around the neck. Next breath in, press your palms. Lower your hands to your heart center and take your twist, your version. Left elbow can come to the outside of your right knee, or you might like to take the left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky. Just whatever feels more available to you. Just gently opening up for your twist. So your pelvis stays relatively neutral here and you're spiraling through the middle and your upper back. I'd like to turn the gaze up out over your right shoulder or up toward the right fingertips there. Take a deep breath in. Slowly turn the gaze down, return to your high lunge. Move slow so you maintain your balance. Reach the arms, press your palms, and then open out to warrior two. Your back heel lands here, left heel down, right knee tracks forward. And find a nice deep stride between your right heel and the inner arch of your left foot. Give everything a little bit of length and space through your upper body. And really ground down through your feet. As you breathe in, 5-point star, both legs straighten, stretch out, reach tall. And then return to your warrior two, perhaps lunging a little deeper. Keeping your left thigh fully engaged. Left arm, right arm fully extended there. Gaze is steady. Next breath in, reverse your warrior and flow. On your exhale, hands wimble to the floor, frame your front foot, stepping quietly back, downward facing dog. Ripple forward, high push-up. Low push-up on your out-breath, all the way to the floor. Arms alongside your body, take your Locust Pose or a back bend of your choice. On your exhale, transition back in your own time, downward facing dog. Pause and rest. And slow the cadence of your breath. So your inhales, your exhales feel even in length. One more full breath in, looking forward. End of your exhale, light bend in the knees. Walk, hop or float to the top edge of your mat. Set your feet up hip distance apart. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold over your legs, perhaps a little closer toward your legs, hips nice and high. Rise all the way to stand, reach tall. Exhale, Tadasana, hands to your heart. Deep breath in, reach the arms overhead. Slow breath out, forward fold. As you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, look forward. Exhale, fingertips down, lunge your right leg back, right knee to the floor for low lunge. Just here to transition, arms reach up, breathe in. Ardha Hanuman, half monkey pose now. Hands fall underneath your shoulders. Shift your hips back in space, straighten out through your left leg any amount. And pause. Turn your left toes toward the ceiling. Lift the left kneecap, engaging the left quads around your thigh bone. And then prioritize length and space through the front of your spine. Notice if you can open through the collarbones a little bit more, lifting the shoulder heads up and back away from the mat. And then rocking forward, rebending your left knee, reach the arms, breathe in, low lunge. And as you exhale, let your hands fall to the inside of your left foot and come into lizard pose. So both hands there over in the right lane, left foot can shift and walk out to your left, right knee can drop to the floor. An option here also is to raise the right knee. Another option is to take your forearms down to the floor. So try and prioritize keeping the front of your spine long and unwrinkled, just as you did in your half splits. Just a comfortable inner thigh stretch without overdoing it. Just check in with the pace and rhythm of your breath as a guide. And then raising your right knee, coming onto the balls of your right toes. Go ahead, step forward to the top edge of your mat, and we'll take the feet nice and wide and make our way into a squat pose, Malasan. So if your knees don't like deep flexion here, feel free to stay more elevated, sending the buttocks back and the weight in your heels. Otherwise, come down to sit on the back of your legs, elbows on the inside of your knees. Palms press, hands to your heart center, gently guiding the inner thighs toward your knees. And as the tailbone drops down, lift and lengthen through your spine, the sides of your waist, so the crown of your head floats toward the ceiling. And then placing the hands on the floor to heel your feet back to hip distance apart. Take a halfway lift. We'll stay low here. Second side coming up. Fingertips down. Lunge your left foot back. Come into low lunge. Left knee to the floor. Arms rise. Breathe in. As you exhale, hands down to the floor underneath the shoulders. And sit your weight back so you can straighten out through your right leg. And just notice if you feel like you're locking your right knee there, place a little bend in the right knee, make sure the quads are firm on your right thigh. And then check in with the shape of your body. Notice if you can make any subtle adjustments to feel more open, more spacious. And then roll forward onto the sole of your right foot, return to your low lunge, reach the arms, here to transition. As you exhale, hands down to the floor on the inside of the right foot. Walk your right foot over into the right lane. Left knee could be raised or on the floor. Forearms could come down to the floor or just stay on your hands a little bit more lifted, giving yourself a little bit more space. And keep a light engagement through your left glutes in your buttocks. And try and drag your right heel toward the back edge of your mat. So you get that little bit of resistance and engagement through your right leg. And then from here we're going to transition into a twist. So just taking your hands either side of your right foot and keep walking your right foot over into the left lane so it crosses the midline of your body. Raise the left knee and then slide the left knee up to the pinky toe side of your right foot and come to sit for Ardha Matsyendrasana. And taking a twist here, sending your right fingertips behind you, left hand to the sky, breathing in. And as you breathe out, wrap your left elbow in front of your right shin and gently twist. Another option here is to bend at the elbow and hook it on the outside of your right thigh. Just concentrate on staying very lifted through the torso, so the lower ribs lift up and out of the hips. Your spine feels extended. You can unwrinkle through and around the neck as you gaze out over your right shoulder. Deep breath in. Exhale, turn your gaze forward and unravel the legs and switch sides here. Right heel to your left buttocks now, and sit the left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Once you're arranged, left fingertips behind you, right hand to the sky, breathing in, and exhale to twist. So try and revolve incrementally with your breath. Your inhale lifts and opens you, and your exhale firms your belly and gently revolves you. And one more deep breath in. And exhale to gaze forward, unravel the legs and send both legs out straight in front of you to set up for Paschimottanasana. Legs straight, your toes flexed. Reach the arms as you breathe in. And exhale, forward fold over your legs. Let your hands land anywhere to the side of your legs. If you're a little bit more flexible, wrap your hands around your feet. And get the feeling as you breathe in, your torso can lift. As you breathe out, fold a little closer toward your legs, just avoiding any pulling on the low back spine. And one more smooth breath in and out. And gently peeling up. And so we are at that 30-minute increment now. If you have just a few more minutes, I'd recommend laying back in Shavasana, just allowing your feet to fall out to the sides, laying down on your back, and setting your arms away from your body, your palms face up. Take these last few minutes of your practice to fully relax and absorb all the benefits of your practice. Make yourself comfortable. Give yourself this time. Gently closing the eyes. And allow the full weight of your body to relax and melt into the support of the mat. And then just start to accumulate all your awareness on your breath. Let go of any effort and just simply observe your breath. Quiet and steady. Now just follow your breath in through the nostrils toward the crown of your head. Follow your breath down to your throat and neck. Imagine your breath moving in through your throat toward the crown of your head as you breathe in. Feel and notice your breath moving down your body toward your navel. Imagine your breath moving in through your navel toward the crown of your head. And see your breath moving down your body toward your pelvis and your hips. Follow your breath in through the hips, up toward the crown of your head. See your breath float all the way down your body to the edge of your toes. Breathe a full body breath from your toes to the crown of your head. And then follow your breath all the way through your body, and down and out toward your toes. Relax and let go of all your effort. And savor this peaceful feeling you've created. And then very gradually starting to widen your awareness. Breathing a full breath, whole body. And gently waking up, wriggling the toes and the fingers. Bending the knees, taking your feet to the floor. And rolling gently over to your right side. Flutter the eyes open, welcome the light in your room. And gently push yourself all the way back up to sit. And thanks so much for joining me, practicing with me on the mat. I hope you're all keeping well and safe. Namaste.